What up? It's Maddie. Thank you for tuning in again. Please hit the like button and subscribe to me. I'm very close to 500 subscribers. If I get 500 subscribers, nothing's gonna change, but I'll be really happy about that. Today, it is the morning after having honestly getting into a fight with one of my best friends. I'm just kidding. We sparred. I'm gonna put clips of it. Practice boxing. We weren't actually hitting each other, but if this video gets flagged for violence, it's not real. It's like professional wrestling or whatever. Yeah, so last video, I unrefactored the model loading, so it's back to the openGL, learn openGL implementation. So just like loading them when the game starts, and we just yeah, I don't know. It's loaded when the game starts. And so right now I have like the rubber duck in there. So if I run, what I want to do though is switch it back to that coffee cup, and then possibly start like building a coffee shop. How? Not really sure. I think I will probably have to resort to Blender at some point. I don't think I have Blender on my computer, to be honest. Let's see. I think I just install a Blender package. I think I should have the prereqs, but most likely I don't know if I have CUDA installed. Let's see. I did not have CUDA installed, so I'm gonna let it install that. What am I doing? Okay. So a few things. We have to create like a room that will be our boba shop. I keep saying coffee shop, but it's a boba game, not a coffee game. But the model I found was a coffee cup. So let's go into InVim. That was very slow for some reason, probably because it's installing things. Let's switch to the cup model. And also I noticed it was freaking gigantic, so let's lower the scale on that. Oh, also I forgot it's still like a giant ass cup. Forgot to light my candle. Let's turn on this light here too. Little fill light. Get the vibes going, the ambiance. And most importantly, we gotta have our caffeine. Okay, yeah, that cup's still quite, it could be smaller. Let's So. And also, would like for it to be on the floor. So, there you go. All right, that looks decent actually. Look at that, that's a cup. Kinda lost it. All right, it's kind of blending into the ground. Okay, so probably want to replace the floor with something that looks more like, you know, a floor. So I hope that looks okay though. Okay, so I'm on Polyhaven for textures and models and stuff. I would prefer not to have to make my own models, but obviously I'm gonna have to do it at some point. So, what looks like the floor of a coffee shop? Would it be a wood floor? It would be like a tile floor. You know what? I keep saying coffee shop, boba shop. Let's look at pictures of boba shops on Google. Okay, so we got like a concrete floor in this one. This one's got tile. Okay. This one also has tile. So, okay, I'm feeling tile. Okay, let's do tile. Square tiles. Stone embedded tiles. Concrete. No, definitely not concrete tiles. Checkered pavement tiles. Concrete pavement. Okay, I think these square tiles are kind of what we want. These came from outside though. Okay. Granite. Let's see what the granite looks like. Again, these are from outside, bro. This makes no sense. Why are these tiles from outside? Herringbone brick. Yeah, definitely outside. Why'd I even click that? I guess it doesn't matter, like as long as it looks like it's from inside. Okay, they're all man-made, outdoor, concrete, indoor. There we go, indoor. Laminate floor, marble. Marble, beautiful, this is perfect. Okay, so I want a GLTF file probably, 4K. Or actually, no, I just want the, I just want to get a zip. Because I don't need the model. I just want the texture. So you can do the ambient occlusion, diffuse, normal. What is normal DX? This is normal GL. Okay. I'm gonna just do normal GL. I don't know if that is though. All right, whatever. Let's download those. And then go to my downloads. Why do I have an untitled.get ignore in my downloads? I don't even know what that's for. Okay. Let's unzip this guy. Okay. Let's see, marble textures. Let's rename this to marble textures. And then let's move it to my project. Okay. And then we can go back to the project. So in the game scene is where we're setting the plane, or where we're creating it. Okay, so what I think I want to do is delete this from here, and then and instead call it in the actual game. So we're gonna add that there. Oops. I don't think it's in the header file though, so we gotta move that to the game.cpp.h, I think. Where is that? Method. I should just search. Oh wait, it's not in. It's not in game scene. It's in plain.h. Okay. Okay, we're good. So I'm gonna go ahead and just run this and make sure that it still works. Cool, it does. Okay, so now we can go ahead and change that, the texture. First of all, let's see what they're called. So right now, I think I only have support for the diffuse and roughness, maybe. Let me check, actually. Yes, okay, diffuse and specular. So I probably want to change this to use I want to change this to use PBR at some point. I keep forgetting what it's called, marble textures. Okay. Marble texture, L1, 4K.jpg. What is marble? Okay, marble underscore 01 underscore diff underscore 4K.jpg. I hope that JPEGs work. So we're gonna just go ahead and yoink this. And change it to spec. And run it. Let's see if that works. I could see something going wrong because it's, oh, never mind, it worked. It is a little big. the tiles are quite large. I won't lie to you. Yeah, I think I just need to like set the tiling for that. I deleted the tiling thing just because it was causing issues with my my models and I didn't want to fix it. So basically what tiling is you can pass in a number of how much you want the why can't I speak today? It's early and I haven't had all my caffeine. You can set how much you want the textures to repeat by passing in a number called tiling. So if you want to repeat it 16 times, you can set that in the shader. I deleted that, but now I think I want to put it back just to make that a little bit less ridiculous. Okay, so yeah, every time we sample the texture, we can multiply it by tiling, and then that will allow us to use that. And so, and then we'll have to also make a uniform for that. I believe that's the only places where I need that. So yeah, we need a uniform. Okay. And then, so we want to say in so where we draw the plane, we want to pass in that tiling. Oh yeah, it's already being passed in. So we just have to pass it in from the model. So what was happening is it was being, 16 was being sent in for the, what did I just do, bro? 16 was being sent in for the plane, and it was just using that same value for the model. So it was tiling, it was repeating the texture 16 times for the models. And yeah, I just gotta send in one for that. So let's run. I think that should work. Beautiful. Look at that. Okay, so we have a floor. I'm going to screen record this actually so you guys can actually see what it looks like though. Not just with my little aesthetic view. So boom, we have this here. My screen recording in Linux is not working with OBS, so I'm not able to record audio. That's why I'm not screen recording. In case you didn't watch my last video, which no one did, but it's okay. Okay, that's good. We got to start. So right now the plane is always gonna be on the floor like that, but I think I actually do want to set it up so I can use it as walls too. So yeah, create plane. Let's see. Also I think there's only one plane instance. It's not good. Okay. Okay, so the way I set it up is, yeah, you just create it once and then all this stuff is shared. So what I need to do actually is create a struct for planes, and then using that struct, that way I can create multiple ones. Yeah, yada, yada, yada. Okay, so let's do that. So I'm gonna take this stuff and move it on up to the doggone header file. So let's go to plane.h. Not just move it into the header file, but create a struct on plane. And then boom. We gotta include GLM. For that, oops. 6. Next, we wanna return this plane from the create plane, and then we're gonna draw it, but we're gonna pass in the plane that we want to draw. And then also we want to add, pass in the position and rotation and all that stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna change some of these names too to things that are shorter because I'm not good at typing. Also, I think I wanna make these lowercase. Boom, okay. Sick. I didn't mean to quit. Okay. All right, now we gotta going on over here and change this stuff. Wait, first, actually, I want to just copy and paste these methods over. Okay, I don't really need to copy and paste that one. Okay. And then we just gotta say plain. Boom, y'all. Okay. So we're going to add a plane here. Might fast forward through this part because it's just gonna be me replacing things. Okie dokie. It's cold as shit in here. I had to turn off my AC. Okay, without bumping into my camera. Okay. All right, and I just have to do the same thing here. Okay. And now I will have to update where this is actually used. Okay, so I'll create plane. I don't remember what Oh wait, I do remember. Wait. Okay, I think I know what I need to do. Okay. No, not here. Yeah, okay, I hard-coded these values. So instead of hard-coding these, I just wanna pass them in. So I'm just gonna actually copy all these and then just pass them in. So I don't have to remember all this shit. Okay. So let's copy and paste that there. All right, so let's say plain flow. Okay, now I can delete all this. Format. Oh yeah, I'm not doing anything with the damn line. Okay, so I have to draw it somewhere. Okay, I'm realizing I don't have access to the run loop right now. So that is a refactoring I need to make real quick. Or actually I could just like, instead, all right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna create a method called add plane. And then I'm going to copy and paste all this stuff from here. So we're gonna say, okay. Trust me here. There's a method to my madness. There isn't, but okay. So we're just gonna have a vector of planes. Can I just do this? C++ let you do that? Yes. Sick. Okay. Now we're gonna what's going on? My shit froze. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna say planes dot push back plane. Oh wait, that's not. Obviously that doesn't work. Okay, this is a different thing. Okay, so we're gonna push back all the planes. We're gonna do a little for loop. Okay, and then because I don't want to type, I'm gonna copy and paste that this stuff. Okay. We're gonna not do that. We're gonna do that. And then we're gonna say, pass that stuff along. So I believe I will probably want access to the run loop at some point. I mean the game loop at some point, but that point is not today. So we're just gonna leave all that logic in the game scene. Try not to overcomplicate things too much. And then we just gotta take this guy and yank it. Put it in game scene.h so we have access to it. Okay, and then in the main, instead of calling create plane, we're gonna say add. Okay, and that should change nothing. I hope. Yep, doesn't change a darn thing. Okay, so we got our plane here. It is being called in the game, not in the game engine. And now this allows us to create more planes. So let's do that. But we need a wall texture. So let's do that. Floor. Wood, plaster, concrete, fabric, metal, roofing, rock, roofing, wall, there we go. The walls must be fancy because they're taking a long time to load, brother. Is this the only wall they have? Walls they have? Not a whole lot. I want plaster. Concrete wall. Beige wall. Okay, that actually works. That actually looks good. All right, let's do beige wall. I think it saved all the stuff I had before. Yeah. Okay, there's no specular for that. That's fine. Okay, so we downloaded that. Unzip. Okay, got a beige. Textures. Move the beige textures to game templates, resources. Okay. Cool. So we're just gonna need the diff. I actually do want to make a small change to here. So the reason I'm doing this is to allow me to pass in a null pointer here. That way, it won't. If I pass in a null pointer here, it won't complain. So, and then for draw, we gotta do it again. Okay. I think that should be fine. Let's run it just in case to make sure that I didn't break anything. Cool. Didn't break anything. All right, so let's add in these walls. So first we're gonna just add in a plane. I'm just gonna add in a normal plane that with like just regular numbers, because I don't actually know where it's gonna be. I should know my coordinate system a little bit better, but I don't know. I've just kind of been like going off kind of vibes when it comes to when it comes to like positioning things. I probably should have like a more defined coordinate system, but you know, that's a problem for future Maddie. Okay, so I'm setting all this stuff to 0, just like, just to make sure I can see it, you know. Except for the scale, let's make it big. Okay, so let's run it. Mm-hmm. Oh. Okay, where is it? Mm-hmm. Okay. I'll down now where it is. Let me see. Let me make sure that I typed the name in right. Page 1001 div 4k.jpg. Did I spell beige right? Yeah, I didn't put an S after textures. That's why. Okay. Okay, still didn't work. Kind of be nice if it gave me a fucking error, like, yo. There's no, oh, failed to load texture, okay. I forgot to put in, okay, it did give me an error, I'm complaining. For no god dang reason, I didn't put an S after resources either, okay. Let's try that one more again. See, did it? Okay, it actually loaded the texture that time. Let's see what the... Sometimes it's like hard to see the planes though, because they're very thin, and you kind of just gotta look for them. All right, I'm gonna try positioning it, and somewhere else. So, let's see. So, X, 1. Let's see if we put it at 1, 1, 1, will we be able to see it? I wonder if it is the null pointer thing. Let me just pass this in twice. Oh, yeah, it probably isn't. It probably doesn't work when I pass in a null pointer because the shader's expecting it, maybe. No. No. Well, actually, let me clean and run. Okay, nothing showing up. You know what? All right, let me actually comment out the floor. just to make sure it's not like blocking it. Because that could be it. I don't know. Okay, no wall. Just a cup floating in an infinite void. Well, I guess it's not an infinite void. There's mountains and shit. Okay. Let's see. What could be the issue? Oh, wait. Okay, I think it is the rotation. So, let's rotate it around the Y. No, let's rotate around the Z axis. Okay, yep, that was it. Okay. Yeah, we just couldn't see it because it was, I think it was upside down, so we were seeing the back of it. Okay. Sick. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. Let me uncomment this. And then let's, move this, I don't know, 5 points in the Z direction, see how that looks. Okay. Oh, we got a wall. That's good. Yeah, so as you can see, you don't see it from that side. That's why we weren't able to see it before. Okay. And let's make the room, or like move the wall a little bit farther away from the camera. So let's see what 20 points looks like. Okay. All right, that's decent. I feel like this is a lot darker than it should be, but it's probably just something like color correction issues. That's something I can fix later. Not a big deal. All right, so let's. Actually, I want to see what happens if I pass in a null pointer here then. Like this, that. Actually make it not work. Okay, yeah, okay, we can pass in a null pointer. Sick, okay. All right, let's just go ahead and add more walls. Oops. So we want 4 walls. And 1 in the negative Z direction. I don't think we'll be able to see that one. Because we have to actually flip it around. But let's take this one step at a time. My camera's about to die though. Yeah, so this one, can't see it until you move over here. Okay, yep. So let's flip that around. Actually, I'm gonna just plug in my camera. Let me check the battery on that one. Okay, that one's about to die too. Doggone it. Okay. Okay, I'm back. This has been a marathon coding sesh, for real though. But we're almost done. So, let's see. Oh, this is a different window. Okay. All right, let's flip this one around. Flip it around town. I think if I rotated 270 degrees, that might be what I want. But I'm not 100%. No, that's not what I want. Oh, okay. I think it's dark because of the lighting, but okay, that's like the same thing. Okay. Instead, let's say. Okay. Let's figure this doggone stuff out. So what if I like I have to do the math in my head, which is not my strong suit, I'll be honest. Okay, so we're moving it 20 points in the Z direction. So Z is like this way, Y is usually this way, X is this way, I believe, in openGL terms. So I was correct in moving it back that way, but I want to rotate it around the Z-axis so that it's pointing the opposite direction, so it's at 180. Yeah, 270 would just be a complete flip around. Duh, okay. No, I'm wrong. Yeah, why is it? Oh, maybe I have to also rotate around the Y-axis. Okay, what if I... No, not 180, Jesus Christ. All right. Maybe I should be using quaternions for this shit too, though. I don't know if that would be better. Yeah, what happens if I... Okay, that didn't help. That just made it doggone tilted. Do I need to rotate around the X? I'm so lost. Okay. Actually, I need to stop. All right. I will check in later. When I check in, I will have these walls, though. I promise. Okay, don't get mad at me. After working on the walls for a little bit, I kind of decided to do a little pivot. I thought it could be fun if I made the environment out of voxels. So, yeah, very, very original, a voxel engine. I thought about doing this in the past, and I was actually working on it in metal. So I think it could be fun. And also it might spare me from having to make Blender models or use models I found on the internet. So we're going to pivot and do that in the next video, though. But until then, enjoy this footage of me doing boxing sparring. Beggars can't be choosers. Okay. You ready? Okay. Timer starting. 3 minutes round 2. 3. Alright, ready? You can't do that. I won't. No, I'm just kidding. I think you died. The tip of my nipple. Woo! I didn't mean to scream that hard. You're good. You're good. I didn't even have my fist balled up. It's just. You're good. Wait, I'm open palm. That's cool. That's so fun. Fighting your friends would be so fun. It's just so different, obviously, than fighting the bag. There's so much, it's so hard to land a punch. Like you don't realize that when you just hit the stick there. Okay.
Calculate that shit.
Yeah.
There was a couple times where I was hitting you, counter your own punch, made me hit myself in the face.
Okay. I didn't even notice. That's funny. That frame perfect parry.
Oh yeah, fucking that mirror move that he did to.
Get ready. Round 2. I kind of caught you because you were circling towards my power.
Yeah. Makes sense.
I kind of, did I get you too hard?
No.
Okay. Yeah. I had like thought about that last time we sparred, and then
Okay.
but I wanted to catch you with it before I told you.
Stand too much. Nice.
I couldn't complete that move, but I had the right idea. Don't react to the faint stuff. This makes it too easy. Or try not. That was good. Caught me in the corner.
Did you pass this?
30 seconds.
Yeah, definitely.
Woo! That would be a liver shot.
Other side.
Oh, yeah.
It still would hurt. That was good. That was the combo from the video.
Time.
Oh.
It's funny, you can like use the stuff you see pro boxers do, and they really work. Alright, one more round. God damn. I want to do this every day. This is fun.
Exhilarating. Who knew how much fun violence was?
Violence is so fun. Violence! Honestly, I feel real bad if someone decides to test their powers. Will underestimate my power. I think I just need to like figure out like my style. I feel like I'm still figuring that out because I haven't sparred that much.
Get ready.
It's hard to like figure out like what works best for you. I guess the only way to know is to spar.
Round 3.
You can counter me. Yeah, mine are cooked. The bouncing is so good.
Pull the Hercule.
Oh no! Tell me, please! Oh, I was spamming the same one.
Yeah.
I saw maybe you guys do it once. It works.
Yeah, how the arms like a fucking orangutan.
Yeah.
Getting up in that guard.
Yeah, Jerry taught us that. To break someone's guard, throw that up. I'm sorry.
Woo!
Oh gosh.
Your boy tired.
Yeah. Alright,
30 seconds.
Beat my belt. That was a good one.